My name is Alex Hwang, and I am the lead singer in the band Run River North. I grew up here in the San Fernando Valley, right over the hills here. Went to school, North Hollywood High, graduated Claremont McKenna, so I've just been a Southern California guy.
My name is Sally, and I play keys and I sing in the band. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley in Northridge for all my life. Growing up here in LA and just not really knowing the fullness of what our parents had to do to come here and just start afresh in a new country, not really speaking the language is a huge, it's a huge thing.
I'm Daniel, and I play guitar and bass in the band. My experience growing up in LA felt very normal to me. There's a pretty large Korean community. The minute you step outside of LA, it's not like that. So I quickly realized I grew up in a very diverse place and in a city that was very accepting of who I am. We are Korean American, and I think that is something we should embrace, and those are stories we should tell, because that's the most honest story we can tell.
Welcome to the Skirball Cultural Center. Please, everyone, give it up for Run River North.
We're very excited for the show tonight. It's our first show in front of a live audience in 15 months. I hope people have a good time tonight. I hope people feel inspired, moved, cry, laugh, go home full.
Were the first to find 29 in the middle of the night. Words in my head to sleep. Keep me up until the body disagrees. 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 Your words are cold like the wind. They hold no weight around me. Let go, you're telling me to let go. I know the shadows are the only one. I know the shadows are the only one. Trees grow where the crown's alright. Die old in the middle of the night. Words in my head to sleep. Keep me up until the body disagrees. Keep me up until the body disagrees. Your words are cold like the wind. They hold no weight around me. Let go, telling me to let go. I know the shadows are the only ones. Your words cold like the wind. They hold no weight around me. Let go, you're telling me to let go. I know the shadows are the only. Alright, let's go. Just a little bit. There we go. It's at the beginning of the show, so we have energy. Come on. I know it's home. I know it hurts. I know I'll end up at the bottom of your dirt. What if I leave? Never become. What if the sea leads me straight to the sun? I know it's home. I know it hurts. I know I'll end up at the bottom of your dirt. What if I leave? Never become. What if the sea leads me straight to the sun? I know it hurts. the shadows of the old.
Well, we are Run River North. We just wanted to thank Skirball for giving us this opportunity. This isn't just live music, it's definitely a community endeavor, and we're honored to be a part of what's going on here and get to do what we do.
So the history of the band is, I was watching Arcade Fire do Glastonbury, and I think Where the Wild Things Are just came out as a movie. I think it was Spike Jonze. And then Karen O was singing on it, and Arcade Fire was on it. And at the same time, I had a lot of friends, also Korean American, just tell me about their family histories. It was just random. It was just at the time when just everyone's telling me about their dads and immigrant life. And I think in that pot of information, I wanted to create this children's book for adults called Monsters Calling Home. It would be about immigrant parents coming to America and then trying to raise these kids that have no idea where their parents came from. And I wrote a theme song, and it was called Monsters Calling Home. I got 5 other people who just so happened to be Korean American, and I shared with them this song. And there was this Asian American talent show called Collaboration, and we competed in it, and then we lost to a guy with 2 yo-yos and a hip hop track. But then we got some good press. And in that year, we got a record label contract, we got a publishing contract, we went on tour, recorded our band's first album. And in that process, we also changed our name. It was still a song that we sang, and we kind of came up with this name, Run River North. Monsters Calling Home talks about our parents. And I feel like Run River North was just more of the motion and dynamic of our music. We've done pretty big festivals like Bottle Rock in Napa Valley. We've gone overseas and done Summer Sonic in Tokyo and Osaka. We did a Korean festival called Penaport, which was great because then we got to go back to our parents' homeland. And then in that time, we've lost three members, just down to 3 of us.
I always have a favorite song that we end up playing, which is called Lying Beast. It's off of our first album. And that one to me holds a very special place in my heart because it, for me, was the big song where I was confronted with embracing of myself and my voice and projecting and singing in the style that I do. I remember the nightly practices, Alex would stay with me after and he would just be yell, just yell into the wall, no one else is listening. And then I think once I hit a certain level of comfort, I was whoa, I didn't know I could do that. But I think that song always reminds me of that moment and takes me back to the sweet times of the beginnings of the band.
I had an immigrant dad. He came from Korea. He didn't know how to speak English very well, and his statistics degree didn't translate in America, so he had to open up a liquor store. He had to do a shoe store. He had to just make things work. And I just can't imagine being 30 years old, raising 2 kids, and trying to love your wife and come to a country and have to learn an entire culture. And I feel the band was my way of reminding myself how to thank and honor my parents.
Lies, lies, lying little beast, lying little man on the corner of the street singing why I can't come out to play. Can't come out and say that I'm afraid of what they'll say. They're saying, oh, no, you'll never be alone. Never hear the sound of someone calling you home. But I flew farther than I knew. Father, did you know that I don't need to tell the truth? 'Cause my lies take me far away. Take me to a place where everyone will know my name. Screaming, oh no, you'll never be alone. Never hear the sound of someone calling you home. Calling you home. Ooh, 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 ooh. ever made me think that this was all okay. No one held me to the flame. Hell, if I could take the dark from my face, screaming, oh no, I'll always be alone. I'll never hear the sound of someone calling me home. Calling me home. You're calling me home. You're calling me home. That the liar was me, and so I flew away with myself. I was the beast all alone in my hell. Lies, lies that I couldn't see. I couldn't see that the liar was me, and so I flew away with myself. I was the beast all alone in my hell. I was the beast all alone in my hell. I was the beast all alone in my hell. I was the beast all alone in my hell.
Hidden inside that song, there's a Korean folk song that is hundreds, if not, thousands of years old, and it's secretly the chorus, and it's this beautiful song about you will make it up to the top of the mountain, and it's just about sharing in struggles with each other. Like it's the most powerful thing, but when you sing it, you feel like you're a part of something bigger.
The community of Run River North has been amazing.
We have some fans flying in from out of state, from across the country. I've realized as a band and as a person, like I can always just like keep looking beyond and being like, why isn't the room more filled? Or this should be a bigger room, or we should play at Coachella. But there are these people who are gonna show up today, and they're right here in front of us.
I've been a fan since 2012. Their music lifts me up, it makes me happy.
The first song I ever heard was Fight to Keep. I struggle with depression, and so to me that message of, fight to keep the fire burning, keep going, it just connected with me right away. And then meeting them live, they're just such good people that you can't help but like them,
Hummingbird's one of their new songs, and Sally reminded me to look for joy, and so I love Hummingbird, so I have it as a way to remind me to always look for joy.
I've been to other concerts before of other bands, but this is my first Run River North concert.
This band has gone through a lot of iterations, and during the pandemic, we started a Patreon. In the midst of it, we've made some really great friends. Some of our Patreon have come from North Carolina. We have New York, Texas. We have this family and this star. You can check him out on Instagram. His name is ABC Fiend. His name is JJ, and he's here in the audience. And say hello. Oh my God, you can't even see him because he's that small. But he was in our music video for Lonely Weather. And so when a tiny little Asian kid comes on stage, it's not my child, and there's a reason for it.
Oh God, it's the winter, but I'm a winner in the summer. I'm a nothing feeling nothing. My head is freezing cold. She says it's seasonal. Don't I believe it though? I'm only cold when it's colder. She wants to set me on fire. I won't be this numb for the rest of my life. It's only lonely weather, it melts with the ice. Just give it some time, sometime. So go and grab your sweater, the one that you like, and give it some time. Feet up on the clouds, flowers in the rain. Weather's clearing up, why the hell does it look the same? I'm a nothing feeling nothing.
Nothing feeling nothing.
My head is freezing cold. She says it's seasonal. Don't I believe it though? It's only lonely weather, it melts with the ice. Just give it some time, sometime. So go and grab your sweater, the one that you like, and give it some time, sometime. Only lonely weather. It's only lonely weather. Yeah, it's only lonely weather. It's only lonely weather. In the thick of December, in the cracks in my mind, I know it's there. I won't be scared when the fall leaves die. I'm only cold when it's colder. She wants to set me on fire. I won't be this numb for the rest of my life. Okay, JJ, come on up. Hi, JJ. How you doing? This is your mic. Can I get one of your glow sticks? Oh, you can double fist. Okay. Can you say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
Are you? Where are you coming from again?
I'm from Seattle.
And who are you with?
My mom and dad are
Aww. Can you help me sing this next part? We're gonna do this crowd participation thing. All right, glow sticks ready? Okay. Right here. It's only lonely weather. Oh my God. It's only lonely weather. And then JJ, you know this part, right? This part. It's only lonely weather. I give it some. It's only lonely weather. Give it some time so it smooths out. Ready, JJ? It's only lonely weather. It melts with the ice. Yep. And just give it some time, sometime. So, and you guys ready? It's give it some more time. Oh, give it some. It's give it, yeah. It's woo, yeah. Give it up for JJ right here.
Growing up Korean American, I tried to run away from that a lot, especially when being presented as a product that labels can sell. Identifying as Korean American or Asian was the last thing I wanted, but I think it informed so much of who we are as a band.
I had a lot of defensiveness about like, okay, what are people gonna say when they see 6 Korean kids come up on stage and play, you know, indie rock music and have no accent, and it's not a K-pop thing. The big elephant in the room is like, how do I deal with all the racism when my race is right on my face? In interviews and whatnot, people would always just ask us, like, oh, what do your parents think? You know, and I just feel like that question doesn't get asked if you're like an all-white male rock band. Like no one's asking that question. But for some reason, it's very interesting to ask. And before I would get really hostile and just kind of be sarcastic or find a joke. But I think now 10 years in, it's like our background has allowed our band to be not just about music and making really good music, because I think that's what we do, but also it creates a space to talk and kind of engage with other things that have nothing to do with music almost, but it has everything to do with our music.
Sunday morning back at my place, you could sleep late, I don't mind. Break some eggs and make a mixtape and let it play like 20 times. I ain't got no money, but I got lots of time. So let's spend a little, give a little, cause every day the sun will rise. Come smell the roses, oh, come take your time. Dead for a moment, set heaven on fire. Same life, same skin, wear it out, I hope it fits. The sun is coming up, I think it's time to wake up. Monday morning on the freeway, run a bit late, I don't mind. I break my back, make a mistake, another day I'm getting by. We ain't got no money, but we got lots of time. So let's spend a little, live a little, cause every day the sun will rise. Wake up! Come smell the roses, oh, come take your time. Dead for a moment, set heaven on fire. Same life, same skin, wear it out, I hope it fits. The sun is coming up, I think it's time to wake up. I think it's time to wake up. I think it's time. Got no money, but we got lots of time. We ain't got no money, but we got lots of time. We ain't got no money, but we got lots of time. Come smell the roses, oh, come take your time. Dead for a moment, set heaven on fire. Same life, same skin, wear it out, I hope it fits. The sun is coming up, I think it's time to wake. Come smell the roses, oh, come take your time. Dead for a moment, set heaven on fire. Same life, same skin, wear it out, I hope it fits. The sun is coming up, I think it's time to wake. I think it's time to wake up. Oh, oh, I think it's time, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Don't be scared of death. Death is scared of you. Don't be scared of death. Death is scared of you. Is it your bedtime yet? Yeah. Did you forget to turn the lights off again? Yeah, yeah. Was it something I said that kept you under the bed? And then your shadows grow teeth and take away your sleep. Are you afraid of the dark? What? To check the lock on the door. What? Twice. Was it a creak in the floor that kept you under the covers and never called for your mother and made you run for your life? You know I came to save the day and my claws are coming out. I got my cape on like superheroes, you about to take off. Out into the blue, I'm always on top. Never gonna lose, you know I won't stop. Coming after you. You know I won't stop. Dang, Sally, coming after you. Is there anyone there? No, did I forget that there was only one chair? Yeah, yeah. Was it easy enough when it was just you and us? But now the voice outside kinda sounds like, you know I came to save the day and I intend to stay. My claws, oh, they're coming out. I got my cape on, like superheroes who about to take off. Out into the blue, I'm always on top. Never gonna lose, you know I won't stop. Oh, coming after you, what? I'm coming after you. Oh my God, Andy. Coming after you. Coming after you. Don't be scared of death. Death is scared of you. Monsters in your head, they don't tell you what to do. Don't be scared of death. Death is scared of you. Monsters in your head, they don't tell you what to do now. No, 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 no. They don't tell you what to do. No, 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 no. I got my cape on, like superheroes who are about to take off. Out into the blue, I'm always on top. Never gonna lose, you know I won't stop. Coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Coming after you. Coming after you.
I think faith plays a huge role in our music, and it goes in hand with how I have come to terms with my Asianness as well. Like at first I was very like defensive and like kind of bristling whenever people would mention it, even though I was like very much, it was a big part of my life, and I sang about my relationship with faith and God and religion. And I think our band, I felt like too, I didn't want us to be this Asian Christian band, because that's like two huge walls to try to climb up out of, and you would only be talking about those two things ever, and then you would be pigeonholed. So I didn't want us to be pigeonholed. I think if your life kind of has good fruit coming out of it, like that's gonna speak more than what labels you put on. And so I feel a lot more comfortable and a lot, just more comfortable in the words and the things that kind of I sing about and I live by.
I think with music, I'm a huge fan of the lyrics. So I just think live shows are just a real like expression of that, like storytelling, and just being able to be a part of that on stage with other people is just like an amazing experience that I never thought I would be able to do.
For me, songwriting and songs or performance feels like a prayer to God that everyone gets to listen on. So there's an intimacy to it, but then there's also a showmanship to it, and I know that it's gonna be public, so I have to kind of hold both of that in place. Like, how can I say stuff that I really, truly wrestle and struggle with and doubt and I want to say, but I also know that there's an audience. So it kind of goes both ways. Sometimes I feel like I'm showing off too much, and other times I feel like I'm saying things that are really intimate. And so I think when those two mix well, sometimes you get some really good stuff. So.
Bitterness is easy when you're living like a ghost. Shades of your children, it's just another code. This isn't superstition, or the way it's always been. Pain is screaming on the wall. Every time I come across another one that fell apart, everyone is telling me that running away is just a part of the game, that I've got only myself to blame, only myself to blame, only myself to blame, only myself to blame. Happiness, it ain't easy, so why make it harder than digging your grave? This isn't superstition, or the way it's always been. Pain is screaming on the wall. Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Are you listening? Every time I come across another one that fell apart, Everyone is telling me that running away is just a part of the game, that I've got only myself to blame, only myself to blame, only myself to blame, only myself to blame. Across another one that fell apart. Everyone is telling me that running away is just a part of the game. I have seen them looking down, afraid of what they'll never say. You will never see in me the look in their eyes will never be mine. Look in their eyes will never be mine. Look in their eyes, it will never be mine. Look in their eyes, it will never be mine. Look in their eyes, look in their eyes. Look in my eyes, look in my eyes. Is that Joe? Hey, by the way, that's our old bassist, Joe Chun.
Joe, do you want to play Beatle?
Oh, do you want to play Beatle? Wow, this is an unexpected surprise, everybody. We did not expect this. Over before it even begins. I don't know where to begin. If this is where it'll end up, do you think that it's over before it even begins? And you'll wake up in a cold and empty sweat in the middle of the night from a dream you'll never forget. You're running from the coast on top of the hill, calling your name, calling your name. Thought he was gone, tore away, and you were caught in the middle. Try, you don't know why. Monkey in your head says he doesn't exist. You know in your heart you feel alive, but when you sing, shout out loud. Try, you don't know why. Monkey in your head says he doesn't exist. You know in your heart you feel alive, but when you sing, shout out loud too. your name, calling your name. You thought he was gone, but you're away. And you were caught in the middle again. You're running from the coast on top of the hill, calling your name, calling your name. You thought he was gone, but you're away. And you were caught in the middle again. You're running from the coast on top of the hill, calling your name, calling your name. You thought he was gone, but you're away. And you were caught in the middle.
Man, it just seems like yesterday, but starting 10 years ago as a band, Korean Americans doing indie rock, and then just going to like Nashville, Tennessee for our first show, and then seeing that one Asian kid right in front, and just like, it was very surreal. And we just went out and we played our music, and we were who we were. And just doing that in and of itself, as long as we were being like genuine about it, spoke volumes. Now after 10 years, it just feels like, okay, it seems to be coming full circle where like, we started this band because I had songs about my mom and dad, and nowadays like little kids are singing our songs. You know, it makes me feel old, but at the same time I feel really honored that like, I got to be a part of this movement.
There's a fight to be won for the love you find at home. Work to be done for you rest your weary bones. Finding peace don't come to everyone I know. So I will love in this life till I finally have to go. Said I will love in this life till I finally have to go. Well, I know I have lived just a wrinkle of my life, and I hear so many times it'll be over if I blink twice. Please forgive if I don't walk off that plank stuck in my eye. Got my life to love, and I'm here to take what's mine. That's not my child either, so just like my life to love, and I'm here to take what's mine. His name is Titus. Hi, Titus. Growing up, child, is just a matter of time. Forgiving all you've got, so won't you dance under the sun? Growing old feels like you're giving up your soul. I'd rather give it freely to the ones that I call home. I ain't scared, no, not afraid of the world in front of me. Found my way without your help. The broken family, take my breaks with my sins. Do as I do, please, with my friends till the end. There lies my loyalty. With my friends till the end, my lies their loyalty. I used to close my eyes to what stirred under my bed. Now they're open wide to the monsters in your head. Instead of claws, they whisper lies, sinking fear in quiet steps. So I will fight in the light till I give my final breath. Said I will fight in the light till I give my final breath. Oh, I will fight in the light till I give my final breath. Said I will fight in the light till I give my final breath. Growing up, child, is just a matter of time. Forgiving all you've got, so won't you dance under the sun? Growing old feels like you're giving up your soul. I'd rather give it freely to the ones that I call home. Growing up, child, is just a matter of time. Forgiving all you've got, so won't you dance under the sun? Growing old Feels like you're giving up your soul. I'd rather give it freely to the ones that I call home. Growing up, child, is just a matter of time. Forgiving all you've got, so won't you dance under the sun? Growing old feels like you're giving up your soul. I'd rather give it freely to the ones that I call home. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Thank you guys so much.
I think of music as a universal language that can cross over generations. It's an emotional language that we have. The music that tends to last is the ones that, stories that are told the most honestly and genuinely. It's important for a band to, hold on to their roots and be secure in their identity and their story.
In whatever capacity we're able to do it, like I hope we just keep going.
We have a lot of great music that people get to discover every day. So looking back on the 10 years, there's so much to just give from there.
I can see the people they've become. In the blink of an eye, they're 10 feet tall. Look just like me, look just like you, but made to make you feel so small. Good job. True force is all at once. You never give back what costs so much. This kid that runs through heart and head, racing you to the bitter end, racing you to the bitter end. Yeah.
I'm Angel from the Delirians, and this is Skirball Stages.